Genocide?
Hey, Mr. Principal, you want to film at our school?
What is her job? Never mind. I don't care.
I did not expect him to be a horse boy.
I mean,
Let's just go with dead and make me feel better.
dead.
Dead.
Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Like my heart go boom, boom. My supernova girl.
Zetas fucking Lapidus, welcome to the Pat Cave, a podcast where we talk all about superheroes, pop culture, nostalgic TV and movies we grew up with.
And Zetas Lapidus, do we have a banger on the stack on tap?
We also have my girlfriend on the
yeah.
podcast today, Bree Davis, everybody.
Bree, welcome to the Pat Cave.
Nice to be here.
First podcast ever.
First podcast ever.
Get the goosies out. Come on.
Yeah.
Don't
stiff,
shimmy.
not
Never mind.
stiff.
Don't
Yeah.
do that. So this was the first out of three, 1999, ZENON, Girl of the 21st Century, the fifth Disney Channel original movie
Ever.
That's
crazy.
Yes.
The nostalgia factor on this one, major. Yeah.
Major
And it's
extreme.
Bree's
Yes.
favorite Disney comedy.
Is this your favorite?
Probably.
Yeah?
I don't know if it's my favorite, but other than like the Cheetah Girls,
Double team?
I mean, this is top notch. And I
Yeah.
mean, they both have Raven, so
Oh,
I was
okay.
a huge Raven fan.
Oh, okay.
She sang, she danced, she acted, she was in everything.
Okay.
Especially like with the age that I was at the time, it was like I was super into doing my hair different, wearing bright colors, and that's exactly what they had going on. It's very 90s in this movie. Everything is
Yeah.
on point.
I feel like it was perfect timing because it was crossing that threshold of 99 to 2000s. And like the millennium was like the Backstreet Boys were doing this kind of fashion. They were
Yeah.
doing all of the, like, that's what Protozoa looked like. He
Yeah,
looked like he was in an NSYNC or Backstreet Boys concert.
Right.
I think that's the idea for him.
I heard behind the scenes, there's an older director, so he was like, we're looking for someone like Sting.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, I can't do Sting, but
Make his hair a cactus.
it's like, I think that's a little dated for these kids.
Yeah.
Sting. 2000s fashion. I love how they thought the future would look as well. That's always fun.
Yeah.
Booty. Nostalgic connection to this?
I would say that this was peak Disney Channel.
Yep.
And I think watching it, you kind of dive into like remembering the Johnny Tsunami moments, the Brink moments.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that like I was up to par with like the Zequel or Z3. I think you pointed out a wonderful moment where she hops aboard the cart and zooms underneath all the people on the space station. I remember that moment
Trailer.
from the Disney
Trailer
trailer.
moment. Yes.
Yeah.
But also, like, what a wild way to get to class. Instead
Yeah.
of just walking the hallway, you get
Yeah.
on a dolly.
Well, she was just trying to get to math class that whole
Irresponsible.
time.
Very major.
Wow, people were carrying giant pieces of equipment through the
All
hallway.
right, let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll get to plot notes in a second.
Let's tell the audience what this movie's about, Booty.
I'm gonna do it like Protozoa, baby. Rock and roll, yeah.
Jeez, that's like a drunk Austin Powers.
It is. I don't know. I'm gonna get trolled by Hayden and Emma.
let's hear
for
it,
doing
baby.
this. All right, there's a summary, baby. It's 2049 and Teen Xenon happily lives on an orbiting space station when her curiosity gets her into trouble. She's sent to Earth for punishment and needs to learn how to fit in. But when she discovers an evil plot to destroy her space station home, it's up to Xenon and her friends to thwart the villain's plans. Rock and roll!
Zetas Lapidus.
Bree, did this hold up for you?
Yes and no. I would say for the most part, I had a good time.
Okay. But story-wise and just logic, did that hold up?
There's definitely a lot of missing pieces.
Yeah.
They also just kind of end the movie. Like, yeah, she saves the space station, but they don't go into any detail about anything else.
You want to see the bad guys, go to jail?
Yeah, like they don't get arrested.
I
nothing
prefer to
bad
be arrested the
happens.
way that those guys were arrested.
Yeah,
with
me
someone
too.
being disappointed in me.
So just to be clear, you wanted this hour and 37 movie to be longer?
yeah,
Booty, we got Kirsten Storms.
Kirsten Storms.
Kirsten Storms.
Fellow Canadian.
Canadian. And she was also like Johnny Tsunami's girlfriend.
Yes. I forget that character's name, but that's what I knew her as. I think I crushed on her a little hard from like that in Johnny Tsunami.
Crush major.
She also like after this, she mentioned in an interview like this is what got her Days of Our Lives. So her career after this was like strictly soap operas.
Okay.
That's kind
General
of what
Hospital is one of her main.
Yes.
characters.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you watch
Days of
General
Our Lives
Hospital?
in General Hospital. I never.
I did.
Okay.
I had this babysitter who just every day I get home and they're just on. I watched so much of that show.
Okay. Greg?
Greg.
Where's Greg from?
What you say? 'cause you didn't.
Well, we just witnessed Greg in Small Soldiers. He is also opposite Michelle Trachtenberg, R.I.P., in Harriet the Spy.
And you look great, by the way, dressed as Greg.
Thank you.
How's my hair? Is it
Yeah.
being smushed?
little
No,
bit.
it actually
Okay.
just a little in the front.
Just the front is coming
it's
down.
working for you,
You want a little fix?
Protozoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is his name? It's Microbe.
Microbe is, yes, speaking of
name.
His
cast.
name is Microbe.
The
Microbe.
band
Is Protozoa.
is Protozoa.
Protozoa.
Yeah.
Okay, that took me a sec.
Yeah, and Microbe, what was his actor's name?
This was Philip Reese. He was in Shameless, he said minor television roles.
Okay.
I could not find any big
Cool. And
film
he's
role.
actually British.
Or-
Yeah,
or
he's
from
from
the
London.
US.
He's
I-
from London.
Yeah.
Like on Wiki, they have like a blue thing if they're famous.
Gotcha.
No blue.
No blue. He hasn't done anything
And you like find his
remarkable.
page. No one cared. They're like,
Yeah.
I'm sure every day of his life he's no longer Philip. He's Protozoa.
Microbe.
Microbe.
So, and Bree, you are dressed as the lovely Raven.
Yeah, spitting image.
Yeah, I look just like her.
And what is that you got there?
I mean, wait, let me
Oh.
just get my hair.
That
a
is
little top.
scary close to the movie.
So cool.
I mean,
That's the disc that she wears in the movie.
Incredible.
yes,
Yeah.
It's
Okay, and any other recognized?
Wait,
no
what did you just
whispering.
whisper?
No whispering.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Oh,
said-
dude, is
oh,
she
you
my
can hear it.
supernova girl? Watch out.
I don't like this.
Okay. Anyways,
So back to cast. What
back
else
to
do we
cast.
got? Who else do we
Stuart
got?
Pankin. I love him. He is in Honey, We Shrunk Ourselves, and then he's also in Arachnophobia, which I've never seen.
Was that the mustard colored jacket guy?
No, this is the commander.
No, this is Patrick.
Oh,
Commander Plank.
Plank.
Plank the Blank.
Yeah, he had a really bad purple outfit on.
Yes,
did not
he
do him
did.
justice.
I didn't
So
realize that
bad.
the future was going to have strictly pink, purple, and blue selection for attire, and then mustard-colored lab coats.
yeah.
I kind of went in between because this is the only vest that I own.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, a little mustard. A
Yeah.
little pink.
No, yeah, you got some bubblegum vibes going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen vest this big since a Michelin tires commercial. Anyways,
They're coming back.
next on the cast list we have Holly Folger, which is Judy. We all just think that that's Phoebe.
That's definitely Judy. Phoebe.
Yeah, daytime television roles. There's not a lot of like huge all-star. We already talked about it. Raven,
Yeah.
Kristen Storms.
Boom.
Yeah.
The main guys, the bad guys.
Frederick Coffin was Parker Wyndham, the main bad guy. He voiced a stormtrooper in one of my favorite video games. Literally just a stormtrooper.
Cool.
And then he has had credits in The Twilight Zone, and he was Officer Kowarski in Wayne's World.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I recognize him from. Wayne's World.
Yes.
Nice.
Margie.
Attitude.
Attitude.
Yeah.
So that is Lauren
Getting
Maltby.
it.
So she was also Xenon's rival in Z3, and
They become like frenemies eventually.
she has voiced a character in The Proud Family also.
Okay.
Just for an episode, and then she was in The Stepsister from the Planet Weird, also a decom. I don't remember that one fully. But the main thing that we know about her was she was on Movie Surfers.
Hey guys.
Which always played in between decoms.
Gotcha.
One of my favorite episodes was like they went into Tarzan and like Phil Collins was in the episode. It was like
Nice.
a breakdown of stuff.
Excellent.
She was literally the host for like 3 years, I want to say.
Okay.
On that show, which was really cool. Everybody else, it was like, who gives a shit?
Nah.
Right?
Now, you watched the sequel and the third one?
And the sequel.
The sequel and then Z3.
Yes.
So you're a fan all the way through.
Yeah, I watched them all. I mean, I would say that they
Dip.
all the way
Major
down.
dipping.
Like the sequel, or not the sequel, the Z3.
A lot of
Bad,
green screen.
bad
Yeah, she's like a
times.
extreme sport advocate. Like she's on like a TV show that they race and climb and do a bunch of weird stuff on.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I thought she was gonna be. It felt like the trajectory of Xenon's career was gonna go to like space cop or something.
Yeah, or
Space
politics
detective.
or something.
I don't know.
Okay. Should we get into plot notes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
Well, so budget quickly.
Oh yeah.
So I did find that this was made for a budget of $5 million, and then they also got $500,000 for like special effects. Like that was separate from
And
that.
that's how much the bad guy was going to donate to them to fix their
Yeah.
space
Space
station.
Station.
Maybe he.
No, it was
just-
500 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 500 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a 62 Rotten Tomatoes score.
It's respectable.
I was entertained. Like
Gases.
I don't want to throw this movie like any more shade other than plot notes because that's
Yeah.
some funny shit.
They're ahead of their time, I feel like.
Yeah, quite literally. Yeah.
I think they were ahead of their time. I feel like this one holds up better than a lot of the ones that we like grew up with.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
We've covered some stinkers
Some real stinkers.
on the Pat Cave.
Yeah.
And this is not one of them, surprisingly.
Yeah.
I didn't know how this was going to go, but I was very pleased with our viewing.
We laughed and had a blast.
Yeah.
Oh man, we
Yeah.
paused a couple times, had some arguments about space.
Oh, and temperature?
Temperature
as
We
well.
had an argument about
we'll get into
temperature.
that.
Their team Celsius. So my first note is, what's wrong with Earth?
Genocide?
They said like everyone has like a runny nose down there.
Yeah,
The
runny
only thing
nose,
they
lots of
mentioned
crime.
Was we're not sneezing. Now that might
Yeah.
be space propaganda that these kids are taught.
Mm-hmm.
She goes down there and is like, this is nothing like what I thought.
Sneezes and drops all of her suitcases going down a ramp.
Gravity.
down the
Immediately.
stairs.
Yeah.
That
dramatic.
was gravity,
Yeah. 30 pounds extra.
which is still a theory.
What are her parents doing for work? They're like they're like floating a rat inside a fucking
They needed the zero gravity chamber to work on this mouse.
yeah.
We have Chelsea Clinton as president.
Yeah.
Chelsea
Yes,
Clinton.
which really tells you this is pure fiction.
Yeah.
Because
I don't think Hillary got in.
no,
But
in
her
this world
daughter-
she's dead.
Oh yeah.
She's
at this
dead
point.
in this world.
Yeah,
I don't think she's dead.
Ooh.
They just were like,
Oh, I think
skip
so.
Hillary.
Oh, I think so. Yeah.
When was Hillary Clinton born? Because this is 2049.
No. I mean, yeah, she could be dead.
She should be. She was born in 47. She'd be 98.
I mean,
Let's just go dead and make me feel better.
dead.
Dead.
We clearly know we're in Canada.
Yeah.
Very clearly.
Vancouver. And speaking to that, it was filmed in Vancouver. And then there's a spot called I have it in my
The
facts.
Plaza of Nations.
Plaza of Nations.
It's the first scene when she gets off
all the
ship.
flagpoles and
Mhm.
stuff. I guess that's like a tourist
Nice.
spot. In
It has
Vancouver.
the Epcot egg in
Yeah.
the background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just looked like it's just that big building with all the shapes and with glass. in it, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, future.
It's
Yeah.
it's
Cue
a
Squidward yelling by himself.
Yeah.
Future. I've got a few of the little catchphrases that they kind of kept saying.
Fire
Should
them
I-
off.
We got Inky, not a fan.
Inky.
Mm-mm.
Gross.
probably
gross.
the grossest catchphrase they
Yeah.
say.
Okay.
We've got Zetus Lapidus, the quote of
Classic.
the movie.
Classic.
Mondo.
Now, wait, hold on. It's Cetus Lapidus.
Oh, it is.
Cetus with a
Cetus.
C.
I think I took it from someone online that didn't know
No,
what they
well,
were doing.
I've always thought it was Zetus Lapidus.
Yeah.
And then I saw the caption, the closed captions, and I'm like, Cetus Lapidus?
Now,
Ooh.
that could just be someone that didn't get paid enough and didn't care enough to do it right.
Oh, it's Cetus.
Well, Cetus is actually.
She has a back
it's-
tat.
Why, why couldn't they do Fetus Lapidus?
Well,
Like, why do we...
Cetus actually has a backstory. It's a constellation. It means whale. So it's supposed to be like slang. They're all star
Drop in
slang.
knowledge.
Yo, what?
They're all star slang.
Feed us the fetus.
Feed us the fetus. All right.
Yeah.
No.
We
Wait,
need
you
to get
said
outta
something
here.
about whales? This says it was created
Means-
by Stu the showrunner.
Did
Did you just make that up? Did you try to skip that?
No,
past
I'm
us?
not. I found it on multiple sites.
It's a wordplay on the constellation
Yes,
Cetus.
on the
So just
wordplay on the
Cetus.
But yeah,
Okay.
I'm saying
Lapidus is nothing.
no. Lapidus is nothing.
Okay.
It's just slang. They're all star-based slang.
Hell yeah.
Cetus is a constellation. It
All
means
right.
whale.
Can we all get on board that these guys are spoiled rich kids?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Okay, for sure.
Definitely.
Well,
they're
or,
the bad
or are their
guys.
parents just like scientists so that they just have to live there because their parents
Yeah,
are
because
there?
I think Xenon was like, the only reason we're up here is because of this. Like,
Mhm.
we were trash on Earth, and now
And
we're
we fucking hate Judy.
we
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy.
Aunt Judy, how come you ain't got no man? That's how I wrote it.
Well,
That's essentially what she fucking said.
yeah, so sad. There was a lot of VWs in this.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Several.
I went to go pull. I haven't seen this in years. I went
What's
to go.
attached to that?
I went to go pull it. It's a vroom, and it just stayed. It's broken.
It's wrecked.
No
It's like
zoom
run.
zoom.
Yeah. I had a remote
Mine does.
Ooh. That's from cars.
Nope.
Wait, mine's broken too.
Oh,
I have a
Oh,
feeling that
that's
that's
really sad.
a Fiat and not.
that's
That's what I was saying.
Yeah,
I was like,
throw
I
it
don't
off.
know.
Throw it
if
off.
it's-
yeah.
it's okay.
Roll it off the
no.
table.
Roll it off.
Oh God.
Oh, okay. All right.
She didn't want to hurt it.
Skip the catchphrases. We got a few of them.
Let's see. There was gaseous.
Yep. Major, minor,
Major alpha.
lunarius.
Greg loves saying alpha.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Even though
that
he's
was
a-
Greg's word.
He's a beta.
I don't even know. That feels like the Earth word. Was Alpha ever said on the ship?
I have a note written. Why are Earthlings and the space people saying the same lingo? And like,
Yeah.
why are the adults saying the lingo?
I also kind of felt that way, especially like the first thing they do is make fun of her outfit. So you'd think like they're an alien race almost, like they live in space, but they're all saying the same thing.
Right? Stellarnaeus.
Margie starts off her relationship with her making fun of her outfit, and she is wearing an orange fucking boa
Yeah.
shirt combo.
To be fair, like Xenon looks like that, discontinued Pop-Tart, the
Yeah.
purple and turquoise.
Yes.
That's my favorite
I
Pop
know,
No,
Tart.
me too.
I like the look.
So good. What?
I'm more of a chocolate guy.
Oh, you like Raven.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I'm so ready for this. Stress helmets.
That was so weirdly designed too.
They look like a Crusader's helmet from the 1400s, like
Yeah.
when they were trying to
And
burn people at the stake.
and Xenon's trying to like have a conversation with them. They're like, shouldn't we put these on?
yeah.
No.
It's like a hood just cut off. There's no like
yeah.
plot. It's just a hood.
It's like everything else is metal and everything's like so spacey. And then, those?
Cloth?
Strange.
Yeah.
Weird
very
foam
interesting.
helmet with nodules on it. One of the big things that I noticed was that everything on this apparently huge ship
Yeah.
takes place in the same 6-table cafeteria. The stage that they perform on
Oh,
is also
yeah.
the stage that they just casually sit on
like
while they're
grade
eating
school.
ice cream.
move the tables.
They just live in a gymnasium.
And like it's apparently holding hundreds and hundreds of people. There's 6 tables I counted. 6
Yeah.
tables in the cafeteria.
Yeah. And at the concert, there's like 35 people.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like they're all front row.
Xenon gets in trouble because, first of all, she's always late, always creating chaos. Let's talk about that spacewalk she does.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's this really cool phenomenon going on behind Earth with colors and like,
It's supposed to be a solar flare.
Yeah.
and she's like, I need a closer look. And it's like she goes out the spaceship 10 feet in space to look at it.
Yes. And whereas like when she's kind of screwed up and gotten in trouble before, this one had no bearing on like should you or
plot.
shouldn't you.
Yeah. And then show her just like not moving.
Yeah.
I was like, you can move in space. But she's just like,
And like directly before this, her parents are like, don't get in trouble.
yeah.
You've been being bad and you want to do this thing, don't get in trouble. And her friends are like, we're right here. We're at the window.
And the space station opening a door, taking a suit, it should all have alarms.
Literally, they just push buttons and everything's chill.
Wow.
Well, yeah, you push buttons, you set your password settings to wingdings.
And I love how most kids just can hack. You know what I mean? Greg can hack. He's
Well,
got
there's
his
always
little
just
thing.
one. Every decom has the one.
There was 3
kid.
kids that could hack in this.
They did like minor hacking. She saved a space station.
With what font?
yeah.
Yeah,
with
what even
wingdings.
was that?
And what fucking password made you fail so many fucking times?
I love Greg 29. No.
Yeah.
She tries like 7 times
Yeah.
before she finally gets in.
She just kept like typing Cetus Lapidus. Probably.
It's
Over
with a
and over
C,
Yeah.
Kirsten Storms.
It's got a 6-9 after it. I think it's time to talk about temperature.
She fucked up her science experiment.
She did.
Yeah.
With the help of Margie. I mean, Margie just like
Margie
followed
was
her.
like, you do you.
Yeah.
I think Margie's the good guy in this.
Is she though?
Yeah,
I think she enabled.
She loses her boyfriend and her friends.
never her boyfriend.
Oh yeah. You were my boyfriend until she got here. And Greg goes, not ever. I never was. I never will be. Swallow the reality pill. Read my flapping lips. Xenon or no Xenon, I will never be your boyfriend.
And she
Harsh.
goes, can we negotiate this later? I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Like,
Gets into a car with them. Gets into a stolen car with them.
open the trunk. I guess I'm going to have to convince you sometime else.
Yeah.
So back to the basic plot points. Xenon wins this contest
Mm-hmm.
to see Protozoa in space or dance with him.
By making a paper mache protozoa.
That thing was legit.
It was pretty legit,
Yeah.
also creepy looking.
Yeah.
When you have such access to space trash, you find all kinds of things in there.
Yeah, and everything they make is out of trash. The earrings out of trash.
Is it?
Yeah, her and
The discs.
Well, I mean, like in the lore, like I know it looks like trash, but I'm just saying, did they say that?
no, they did. Yeah, they
Oh.
like their whole thing is that Nebula and
Recyclable
Xenon
stuff.
go in. They get in trouble for going into the recycling center to steal trash to make stuff out
Complete
of.
missed opportunity for a Star Wars moment where the trash compactor,
Compactor.
closes in on her.
Yeah.
Right.
And she has to get out of
Yeah.
it.
Now let's talk about the bad guys.
Yeah.
Parker Wyndham, which owns the space station, he's failing miserably. Lucas or
Lutz.
Lutz.
he walks out of doing this crime, turns around, drops the disc, misses his pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't hear it hit the ground, and then walks off.
Yeah. Have you seen that guy walk? I'm going to cut to a clip here where he walks up the spaceship following Parker Wyndham when they try to sneak on. And he walks like this, but at the side.
Interesting.
It's so funny. He looks like a South Park character.
He does walk a little.
Yeah, and
funny.
of course, just like every Disney Channel movie like this, they don't trust the kid.
Yeah.
because they're like irresponsible, they're late to class, and there's no way our boss would lie to us.
How would you ever know that this guy's a bad guy?
By his wink?
Black suit, red tie. Like everyone is like up to date on the fashion, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's read the memo. This guy's wearing black and red.
He's from Earth.
Greg the horse boy. We have to talk about that.
I did not expect him to be a horse boy.
The petting of the horse was hysterical.
Yeah.
The not horse, the non-horse.
Yeah.
You know, you see the horse, it barely's blinking like the bad guy. He's sitting there, he's standing there. And then you turn and it's, different focus and they're petting what appears to be like looks like what I put over my pool table.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cutscene is really
It's a cheap
hilarious.
stand-in.
Yep.
You got to do what you got to do. $5 million.
Yeah. Also hysterical, the microbe press conference with Parker. We see what appears to be some form of camera.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Help
weird to choose what they decided to.
Use as technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is a kind of a weird old-timey
Yeah.
Mount.
thing. But yeah, there's two guys with helmets. They're like streamers on
Yeah.
or something.
And they're like
Yeah.
huge helmets, which is like tiny
Yeah.
camera.
Also in that scene, we've got TSA agents
Yeah.
that quit their job for a Mai Tai.
Oh man.
Rock and roll.
Because Xenon it needs to get back up to the space station
Mhm.
so that she can debug it. And she is denied by...
Oh, they're gonna detain her.
Yeah, they're about to detain her, but Protozoa Microbe, our boy, convinces the TSA agent, like, hey, what's better? Like benefits and your job and money for your family or rock and roll? And hands him a Mai Tai.
and he just immediately loses his tie. He's like,
Yeah, he loosened that shit so
he literally
quick.
was like rock and roll.
Rock and
Oh,
roll.
man.
All three of them.
So good. I think that's it for my notes. I just had one statement to make about that whole transaction there of like him getting them on, but then also her aunt sneaking on and Wyndham and Lutz.
Yeah.
Like,
and Xenon not telling Protozoa
yes.
that they're
they
about
could
to
die.
die.
Literally so fucking like she's a bitch for that.
Yeah. They lock those two in the luggage compartment.
Yeah.
And you don't think that everyone on board that doesn't know they're evil
Mhm.
is going to be like,
Oh,
yeah,
you
okay,
mean,
cool.
You mean the guy that owns the shuttle company that they're on? They're not going to realize that he's screaming in the back? Yeah.
yes, both pilots, the whole band, everyone sees them, just lock them in there, and they're
Uh-huh.
like, that's fine.
That's fine.
Let's go 18 hours on a spacecraft with these two people back there.
They're like grumbling and like casually like being like, "Oh, we're stuck in here."
Yeah.
Well, why aren't they yelling? Why aren't they banging on the door? Why like they're
Yeah, they're just
playing poker? Like nothing is wrong.
Intercoms or nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much did you listen to this song when it came out?
Honestly, not that much.
No.
I was actually impressed. I'm on here because you guys didn't want to be alone for a girl movie, but Patrick here knows all of the lyrics.
Do you really?
He was
I
like,
was reading them, but I knew the melodies and all that stuff.
First one, I have it pulled up. Let's see what you got.
It is dreaming about the
Nope.
No, I don't know. If you tell me the first word, I could get it.
Stargazing Mega Fest.
No, I was reading the captions, babe.
Yeah. These are such like crazy lyrics.
I love it, dude. I really had this moment with Greg and her. They went out to dinner,
Oh,
had a nice little moment. She's ordering everything on the menu.
charging up his card like a.
And she goes,
Oh.
and he goes, I said I'd buy you one dinner, not 10. And I
Yeah.
looked over at Bree and she's like, don't say. I'm like, relatable.
I don't even think it's that relatable.
You love onion rings.
Yeah.
I've never, ever, ever ordered onion rings.
You
I
heard
can
it here
actually-
first, folks.
I can actually guarantee that.
Wow.
I've never ordered onion rings.
So is this your first podcast, and so you decided to lie?
Okay. Cool. Yeah. This is starting off on a good note here.
Have you ever seen me eat onion rings?
No, and I hate onion rings.
Here's
just for the
Here's a
record.
picture of Bree eating onion rings. And then after their date, they go kiss in the rain. Well, they don't kiss.
They don't kiss yet.
But you don't think that chip on her ear is? I think it's waterproof.
Definitely
You know?
I have that as a
Absolutely
note.
Not.
Yeah.
And then after they're standing in the rain, just rubs water into the disc with his thumb.
Yeah.
We'll check that out tomorrow.
Yeah. Why don't you just take it then and like start doing research to impress her
Yeah.
or something?
And
I
just
don't know.
kiss her then, dude.
Yeah.
What? Now I found out, in the sequel,
Oh.
right away Greg breaks up with her.
Yeah, that's how they write him out of,
Yeah.
of the movie.
So, wasn't that?
Sad.
They technically never even kissed in the first movie.
That's
did he just
true.
Did he just get back together with Margie? You think?
Probably.
He's
She's
got a
close.
hover limo.
She's close. She's
It's on
there
point.
physically. He can touch her.
Yeah.
Horny plank.
Up.
Oh God.
Plank to spank.
Yeah. If you guys remember our episode from Rocket Power, we have a very good friend of ours named Zach Plank. Zach, good to see you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, so right away when we heard Lieutenant Plank or Commander Plank,
We were like,
Plank! Yeah.
it was a great moment.
And Judy slash Phoebe comes to the space station
Mm-hmm.
and they bump into each other.
Oh, do they bump?
Do
And
they
major
bump?
That's all it takes for a decom love
The spaceship
relationship.
just goes
And they're about to die in about
47
45
seconds.
seconds. And
Yeah.
he's just like, yeah. You guys go ahead. Booty? You want to tell some booty facts?
Yep, I will get to the booty facts. So, tie into Marvel here, the director Kenneth Johnson also directed the Incredible Hulk series in the late 70s, early 80s.
Wow.
Moving on.
Okay.
Greg Smith revealed in an interview that a lot of the Earth scenes were shot at his actual high school that he was attending when he lived in Vancouver.
Cool.
And some of his real life friends from school were cast as extras.
Wow.
Which
What
is
a
really
baller move.
Hey, you guys want to be actors? I'm
Yeah.
an actor.
Hey, Mr. Principal, you want to film at our school?
We've got Brendan Jefferson is the actor that played Andrew. He's publicly gone on record and said that Xenon's intended fourth installment was supposed to be Xenon, Savior of the Xenoverse. Made it approximately 4 weeks into production before Disney executives pulled the plug,
Wow.
reportedly due to reduced interest in the franchise. An online petition in 42,000 signatures before the head of Disney Channel's televised film department announced that the film would not be made.
Probably
Yeah.
because Xenon Z3,
Trash.
it was
It was
trash.
trash. Kirsten Storms, Raven Simone, and Zach Lipovsky, who played the friend Matt, they have one thing in common, and that's they were all cast and crew members from the Kim Possible franchise.
Oh.
Kirsten Storm is the evil Bonnie cheerleader,
Oh, that's right.
and
yeah.
then Raven Simone is her friend. I forget.
Monique.
Monique.
Yes,
Monique is her name.
Yeah.
And then Matt was one of the directors of the Kim Possible movie
Oh.
from 2019.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Were those the booty facts?
Those were
Those
the
booty
booty
facts?
facts.
I think the only fun fact that I have outside of those ones,
Oh,
'cause
yeah.
I had the school one on there as well,
Cool.
was just Raven Simone gets replaced in the second movie.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like character's still in it. She's not written out. There's no
Reason behind it. She
yeah.
was doing Dr.
she was
Dolittle.
Dr. Doolittle too.
Okay.
And so they just replace her.
her big break.
Z3, they just bring her back to reprise the role like nothing ever happened.
Yeah,
Like the woman didn't change
and
at
it was
all.
it was really just a green screen scene of her being like, I'm in Maui.
What is her job? Never mind. I don't care.
Do we want to do prequel sequel?
Oh yeah, I do have one.
Do you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, this is prequel sequel, baby.
Prequel, sequel.
Booty, start us off.
So my sequel is Protozoa gets arrested for human trafficking.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
he not before he writes his new hit single, Groom, Groom, Groom.
Yes. Amazing. Oh my god.
That went wild.
I mean, it's accurate.
Wait, let me look in the camera and go.
just like a
It's
Can't
accurate.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
mine was a prequel, how her parents' lives were on Earth that was like so bad that they had to go
Okay.
away.
Okay.
Like,
and then Judy's like the Meg character that they ignore
Yeah.
the whole time.
yeah, like they ignore her. No one likes Judy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Screw Judy. But like, how do they get to the space station? Because like that's just expensive. Like,
Yeah.
how do they get to the space station? How much research they have to do?
With
That's
only
raising a toddler at this
$500,000.
point. Kid's not even in kindergarten yet. Like that's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 scientists, like they had to have had a
So
nanny.
you want to see the earthquake of 35?
The earthquake of 35. My mom survived the earthquake of 35.
Oh, you need more bone density
crazy.
discussion, don't you?
We need floating rats.
Floating around.
My sequel's about that rat escaping
Hell yeah.
and killing everyone on that spaceship.
That rat's pissed.
Booty.
Yeah.
No, let's let our guests
Yeah,
start us off.
guests
Okay, Bree,
first.
what is your Zetus Lapidus Bree score?
Yeah, Chelsea Clinton.
I would say probably 7.2.
7.2.
Did you fucking look at my goddamn
No.
score?
Wow.
Is your score on there?
Booty, your Zeus Lapidus booty score is a 7.2.
You sat next to my computer this entire time.
Wow.
Wait, I didn't even know this was your nose. I've just been looking at this Simon Says disc.
Say it for the fans, Bood.
Yeah, so I think this was definitely a fun watch, trip back in time. Glad we watched this one, and I really think that this made me consider, like, I think I already said this earlier, peak decom.
Yeah.
Peak decom. I would say, like, this is probably in top 10 lists.
Okay.
I don't know if it's, I wouldn't consider it number 1 because
Yeah.
I'm a boy and Xenon's for girls and it's lame.
Mhm.
It's very good. I don't know. Patrick loves it.
Yeah, I like the boy characters.
I did love this movie. Yeah, it was fun.
Okay, so 7.2.
7.2, solid. I think if you were like to say like, oh, like I need to rewatch this, I don't think you need to.
I think
But,
it's
like,
for fun with the friends
so much
only
fun.
if you've seen it before.
Yeah, don't start today.
Yeah.
Don't go on your Xenon adventure
Yeah.
today.
Actually, I think I'm gonna advocate. If you've never seen this, watch 1, 2, and 3, and come back to us.
Wow, that's a lot of hours.
I would
It's
welcome.
not that long. It's like 4.5.
Okay.
If they're
I
all
would
an hour and a
welcome
half.
watching the other ones though.
Okay, yeah, because they do get worse, which would be more
Yeah.
fun
We have to watch.
Let's do it.
We have to.
Yeah.
for your
At this
next
point.
episode.
We're just gonna do a trilogy here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so for my Zetus Lapidus Pat score,
Yeah. What's gonna 7.2?
I'm going to give it a 6.6.
Okay.
Okay, not only for the Disney and how satanic they are, but I really did like this as a
Yeah.
kid. Liked it. I literally went to school the next week with Liberty spikes in my hair.
Okay.
And I didn't dye them or anything, and I didn't know how to do them, so my mom bought me like Afro wax,
yeah.
like full-on hardcore wax for like black people. And like on the cover there was 2 people with afros on it, and I did the spikes, but they're like this long.
No way.
And like if you see protozoas, they're like this big, right?
yeah.
So that wax didn't come out of my hair for like weeks. This guy was
he was the embodiment of like
so cool, dude.
all of those. He was like Spice Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say that he's like if Backstreet Boys and Russell Brand like smooshed into each other.
the
that's
Spice Girls.
Who he was.
Yes.
Russell Brand.
Love you, baby.
Oh.
Oh gosh, what a fun episode. Any last thoughts on the 21st century Zeta Major?
I just want to know how much money.
No, it didn't
It
make
took-
money. This,
No, not
oh.
how much it made. Just like they're going back and forth from Earth to the space station like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean
like,
like
how
in the
long-
fictional world?
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
fictional
I was like
world.
5.5 million.
He's
You're
like,
like,
I got the
3. They also didn't go to space for this.
yeah.
How long do you think that trip was from
What are you
space to
talking
Earth?
about?
From spaceship to Earth.
Well, with hyperspace travel, I mean anything is
Hyperspace.
possible. for sure.
Hyperspace?
Yeah, Star Wars. You know they go zoom.
Yeah, but
I
they
mean,
didn't
they
have
do-
that in this movie.
Well, okay,
They
if
get
you
what they
zoom out, they're really fucking close to the Earth that it's uncomfortable.
But to be in orbit, you're still very, very far.
Okay, then I'm gonna make it make sense for
It could
us.
take days to get to ISS.
Okay.
I feel like it's the same length that it takes us to get to Kroger. Is how long that ride was.
In
What-
like the fictional world. That's how I.
Yeah.
That's how I have.
No, because they play a poker game.
Yeah, and they
Wait a
they were
second.
on.
Wait, I'm so wrong.
Yeah, it was probably like 8 hours or something like that.
It's got to be like like around the world kind of flight times.
He thought it was a Kroger trip.
Kroger's
like
3
going
minutes
to
from our
Kroger.
house.
It was a Kroger trip. What
Then
a-
you just get on Knoxville, you coast. What the fuck?
You just
ever.
chill for a second and you're there.
We got time for poker? No, we're
No,
here.
yeah, we're almost there.
That was my only.
Yeah,
that
no,
was my only last thing.
Actually, it is like when you fly from Peoria to Chicago.
So
Like you're up there for a
that's still-
second, you come
You
down.
don't even hit altitude from Peoria to Chicago.
I think there was one line where they're like, well, we're going to be on here for a while. We might as well.
Have
Yeah.
some fun or something.
Yeah.
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 Because like that's my only thing is like.
Let's write our new hit
logistically,
single, Groom, Groom, Groom.
Yeah. Got him.
I just like how much time is like the actual movie. Like you don't really get a sense of time. It all feels like it's just like
Yeah. What a gaseous time I had with you guys.
gaseous.
Yes. Major.
I don't think that anyone that sees this movie will say, you know what? I'm going to space.
You don't think this inspired a wave of Elon's?
Maybe one Elon it inspired.
Maybe he saw it and went, yeah, no, that's not how any of this works.
that.
I had so much fun. I had alpha fun.
Yeah, Bree, thank you for joining us on
Yeah,
this.
absolutely.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Was it fun?
It was fun.
Okay,
Do
good.
more.
We know this was one of Bree's favorite DComs. Down in the comments, put one of your suggestions. We could clearly use some better ones.
Please put
apparently.
Cheetah Girls.
Yeah.
No.
Please.
No.
No.
We're getting closer and closer to Brink, to
Oh,
Johnny
yeah.
Tsunami.
Those are our favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Double Team. Is that a good
Double
one?
Team could be
Double
fun.
Team's a bad one.
Yeah.
A-
I know.
a
so
good
bad.
That's
bad
why
one.
it could be fun.
Luck
Smart
of
House.
the Irish.
Luck of the Irish was like one of my favorite favorites. I mean,
Yeah.
Can we do the one where Shia LaBeouf plays a handicapped kid?
We have
You guys
to.
forgot that existed,
We
right?
have to.
All
Down
right.
in the comments,
That
make
just
sure
caught
you
me
put
off
that one.
guard.
Oh my god. Well, that was the Pat Cave Outer Space Zetus Lapidus edition. Thank you so much for Bree for joining us.
Yeah.
Make sure to comment, like, subscribe, share with your fellow nerds.
Subscribe major.
Alpha, Beta, Cuckboy. That's what he is. That's
Horse
Greg.
boy Greg.
That's Greg.